to find a church to go to. A year later, I went to work for that church. And I was doing part-time work at the church, and I was still working part-time with my dad. And I just remember when I gave my life to the Lord. I gave my life to the Lord on June 10th, 2012, in the closet of my bedroom. And I remember my dad and our relationship completely changed. All of a sudden, we had this new thing in common. My dad was so happy. I mean, he knew that if something were to happen to me, that we would see each other again one day. And I started working at a church. I was leading worship, and then I started writing Christian music. And another day, we're sitting on a job site, and I'm 33 years old. My dad's probably at that time about 57, 58. We stopped to take a lunch break, and he said, "Hey, I got to tell you something. I've never shared this with you before." He said, "But I think I probably should tell you now." And I was like, "Okay." He said, "You know, when we had you dedicated when you were a baby," he said, "we were living down in Florida." And I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, we went to church on this Sunday morning for a baby dedication service, and we start walking down the aisle with you." And he said, "Man, you started screaming and hollering." And he said, the pastor said, "Man, it sounds like this kid's got a strong set of lungs. He's probably going to be singing one day." Everybody laughed. And then the pastor got really serious. And he looked at my mom and dad and he said, "This child will be a voice for his generation." And if you can imagine, you can imagine a 33-year-old guy and a 58-year-old guy sitting on a stack of sheetrock eating 90 sausages, crying their eyes out. And that's exactly what it looked like. And I looked at my dad and I said, "Dad, I'm 33 years old. How did you keep this from me?" And he said, "Well," he said, "I didn't want to put any pressure on you." And I was like, "Well," he said, "But I think these songs that you're writing now, I think some of this stuff that's going on in your life, you have an opportunity to change some people just like you had a song change your life." He said, "Me and your mother used to pray that God would take this lifestyle that you were living and turn it for good, turn it for His glory." And they used to come, set up smoky bars all night, drinking coffee, while I would stand on stage and get trashed, just so that they could make sure that I got home. And my parents just kept the faith. They kept trusting God that He would pull me through. And so I'm here tonight to just tell you, man, how good He is and what He can do in your life. You can just let Him. I'm not.
That is beautiful.
I'm not up here to brag or to say that I feel like I was called out. To be honest with you, I don't know why. Sometimes I have the opportunity that I have, other than I know God uses broken, messed up people to do His work. I'm here to tell you, don't ever let anybody take that with you. Don't let anybody tell you you're not worthy or you're not good enough, because I've just learned over the years, like, God just wants to hear you say yes. Like, if He's pulling on your heart, if He's putting something in your, if He's speaking to you, He just wants to hear you say yes. And a lot of times I learned we don't say yes because we don't feel qualified. But as soon as you say yes, God will give you the tools. He will qualify you to go do what He's asked you to do. And I just want you to know, God has special plans for all of us, like each and every one of us. Your words, your prayers, they carry weight. So just keep trusting and believing. If you've got a loved one or somebody in your life that you want to see God do something in, He's got a plan and His timing's perfect. My favorite Bible verse is Jeremiah 29:11. It says, "For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. Plans to prosper you, not to harm you, for hope in the future." I believe that with all my heart. This song's called "Plan for Me."